And hello everybody, welcome back to RFC News. It's the 6th of January, and at the start of this transfer window, we were thinking going into it that we were going to be going in hard and fast. We all as supporters know that we need a good few players. I don't know, I can't put a number on it, but I would go as far to say it's 5 or 6. Yes, 5 or 6 in a January transfer window. That might sound like overkill to some people, but you know, the summer was such a hatchet job. It was really bad, and again, just seeing since the summer till now, it's clear to see that we need a lot more quality added to the ranks, especially now that the season isn't dead and buried. The season is very much alive, and I said in the last video, he who wins the transfer window out of Rangers, Celtic and Hearts will win this title. It's whoever has the best January transfer window and adds the most quality that is going to win this league title. It's going to be a moment where we come in May and go there and go, you know what, that January transfer window was the reason why we won the title. And I really do stand by that. However, in the first sort of 6 days or so of the transfer window, we hadn't heard too much in terms of names. We heard Danny Rule saying that we're in negotiations and, you know, speaking to a fair few players. But again, in terms of actual individual names, we weren't wise as to who those names were until now. We've got the first name that has emerged, ladies and gentlemen, and in today's video we are going to be taking a little look at him, the reports and whatnot, and what he can offer to our team. But as always, guys, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more, and let's get into today's video. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the reports that's being widespread right now. The man is Silas Andersen. Now, Silas Andersen is Danish, and Rangers are reportedly interested in the midfielder. He is a defensive midfielder and came through Copenhagen's academy and currently plays for BK Häcken. He's been linked with Arsenal and Nottingham Forest, so won't come cheap. And of course, this is the actual sources that we're seeing from now in terms of from his sort of native land, so to speak. And yeah, thank God for Grok, so we can translate what's said. There is a great interest in Silas Andersen. Scottish Rangers are currently in the driver's seat. So that's coming from the actual sort of main sources within his homeland. And yeah, this is what's being said there with regard to Silas Andersen. Of course, this is from Bold, who again are a reputable source over there in Denmark. And then what else we're seeing now is obviously the Scottish Rags are joining in and updating us on the story. And as we can see is that Rangers have made an official inquiry for him. He's 21 years old, but Rangers currently lead the race. Celtic are said to also be interested, but as we mentioned, a few other clubs are also interested in the talent. But yeah, apparently he's been seen as one of Sweden's top flight best midfielders and is already on the radar of Europe's biggest clubs. Here's a bit about him in 2025. 45 games played, minutes played 3,899, goals 5, 3 assists, passing accuracy 87.4, yellow cards, red cards, whatever. But that games to me is very important, because one thing that I get frustrated with us buying players is the freaking track record of their injuries. We always buy players and they don't even they play a few games and then get injured and we don't see them for 6 months. So that's very important to me, to see someone that's played 45 games. And of course this is quite good as well. The 87, well, it's quite good, it's very good, 87.4% passing accuracy. If you saw the first half of that game against Celtic, no one could complete a pass, but certainly a player within the spine. We need a new spine. I don't want this people would say, Dan, you're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. We need a full new spine to this team. And certainly, look, this is the sort of players that I would want us to go out there and sign. Look, the reason why we got the 49ers is to be a bit ambitious in the transfer market, to really create a business model, a transfer model where we take young players, 21 best rated in their sort of countries, come in, play with us for a good few years, we develop them, they win us trophies, and then we make a mass amount of money selling them to the Premier League. And again, this is where I want to see us go and make this that make this move, and certainly this is a player that would probably be a statement signing from the 49ers and Rangers to show their intent in this January transfer market. So yeah, that's what we're getting at this moment in time, and certainly it's the player that is emerging on our screens, and yeah, everybody is liking the look of this player, and you can see what he's all about here in highlights. But what I would say with these sort of highlights is that I've watched a lot of players. You can make anyone look really good in highlights and whatnot, but certainly when they come, but again, very much highly rated, and apparently Rangers have made an inquiry for the player, and this certainly is a good start in my personal opinion.
In other news, Rangers are increasingly wary that Spurs could move to recall Mikey Moore during the January transfer window, following the winger's rapid rise in form under Danny Rule. Moore arrived at Ibrox on loan from Spurs in the summer and initially took time to settle, but his impact has grown significantly since Rule's appointment. The 18-year-old has become a key component in Rangers' revival, earning the backing of the Rangers faithful with a series of energetic and decisive performances. That growing influence was underlined in the Old Firm clash at Parkhead, where Moore started, scored, and played a central role in Rangers' 3-1 victory over Celtic. The goal cemented his status as a fan favourite and further highlighted his development in recent weeks, particularly after an impressive second-half display. While he suffered a minor injury scare earlier in his loan spell, Moore has shown no signs of fatigue and appears to be growing in confidence with each appearance. His form is unlikely to have gone unnoticed in North London, with Thomas Frank and his staff monitoring Spurs' options ahead of January. Moore's progress could yet prompt a rethink, especially following Brennan Johnson's recent departure to Crystal Palace. Spurs are light in wide areas, and Moore operates in a similar role, making him an obvious internal solution should they opt against entering the market. Former Spurs scout Brian King believes a recall is a genuine possibility, though he questioned whether it would be the right move for either party. Speaking to the media, King said, "Celtic were poor, very poor. I would just leave Moore there until the summer, to be honest. He's alright, he's guaranteed to start games at Rangers, and he's not guaranteed to start games for Spurs, although I don't know who is at Spurs right now. They've just got rid of Johnson, there's a place for someone like Moore, who plays in a similar role. Maybe they'll look at that now that the deal has been done and bring him back. I still don't think he's the solution to Tottenham's problems. If they are going to bring anyone in to replace Johnson, it will be Moore." Moore's upturn in form is all the more notable given the instability that surrounded his early months at Rangers, navigating managerial and structural uncertainty before finally finding clarity and consistency under Rule. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.